I had to talk to myself and say, in times like these. No song. In times like this. When I was sitting in that doctor's office, I said, in time like this. I couldn't hardly talk. I couldn't hardly say nothing. I looked up toward it and said, Lord, I need your grace. Your grace. Anybody in Tuskegee know what I'm talking about? And mercy. You know what? Sometimes when I'm all by myself at home, I don't want to wake my family up. I say, I don't want to bother nobody in the house. And I be talking to him and say, I don't want to wake my baby up. I be there in the bed and I say, and I can't. You know, kind of I fold my arms sometimes and look up and just tell them, say, Lord, I need you. I try to stay quiet. I try not to bother nobody. But sometimes it look like, Mama, that don't work for me. And I have to get up out the bed. And I have to walk into the kitchen. And I fold my arms. And I look up toward heaven. And I begin to tell him, somebody need him right now. You want to lift your hand and tell him you need him. Come on, get your neighbor by the hand and say, neighbor, I don't care what you're going through. I don't care what it feels like. His grace and mercy. His grace and mercy. Somebody know about his grace and mercy. Somebody know he'll turn the situation around for me. You ought to tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I may be struggling now. I may be having a hard time right now. But can I tell you, his grace and mercy. His grace and mercy. He'll never leave me. He'll never forsake me. Yeah. Yeah. My voice almost gone, but I can just look up and say, your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. And somebody say, I want to thank you and praise you too. Somebody ought to shout out, your grace, your grace. Come on, Scotty. Your grace. Look at your neighbor. One last time and I'm getting ready to go home. But you ought to get that neighbor by the hand one more time. Real quick. And say, neighbor, I've been noticing you've been sitting here all night. And I'm not talking about you. They ain't trying to dog you out. But I hadn't even seen you lift your hand yet to tell God thank you. Anybody here know that God has been good to you? Anybody know that God brought you from danger seen and unseen? So if you're not ashamed of that neighbor, can you get that neighbor by the hand one last time and get that neighbor real good and pull that neighbor hand up and say, neighbor, this hand you're holding has been through some trials, has been through some tribulation, but can I tell you tonight, he brought me out. He brought me out. So look at your neighbor real quick and say, neighbor,